I hope at Fairgrounds. Happy birthday to Caroline. There you see my early pick five ticket. And again, if you don't have a $64 budget, you don't want to bet that much money into a race, I can completely understand that. Take 10 of your friends, put in $6 each, play the pick five, hit the first leg, second leg, third leg. There's nothing more exciting in the sport of thoroughbred racing than being alive in a multi-race wager. So that's my recommendation for the early pick five. Now we'll take a look at the horses in the paddock for the first of 9 races on our Saturday agenda. It's a little bit on the chilly side. Temperature in the upper 40s, I would say. The sun coming out certainly helps. We had a lot of rain yesterday. We had a sloppy track. We were off the turf, and these cold temperatures and all the rain we had knocked us off the grass again today. But vast majority of the races that were scheduled for the turf held together pretty well. Now, this first race, $30,000 beaten claimer for 4 and older. You'll see if you're new to the racetrack, a lot of claiming races. Claiming means that these horses are actually for sale. So if you're here with your parents, they got their checkbook, they want to get licensed, they want to find a trainer, you could claim one of these horses here for $30,000. We'll see how this plays out with the actual competitors and who's going to get the job done, but you know, that's just part of the game. I went to the number 4 Tiger Moon on top, Lindsey Schultz with a victory here this racing week at Fairgrounds. She's a high percentage trainer, got off to a little bit of a slow start, but you know that's not going to last very long. She puts Tiger Moon, a horse who, you know, just about a year and a half ago would have been the odds-on favorite in this particular race. The form isn't quite as good now as a newly turned 6-year-old, but he made a little bit of a middle move against Better last out, and, you know, in a race where there's more questions than answers, this is the horse that I wound up settling on. Public right now trying to figure out who to bet. Right now it's Tiger Moon, the very tepid favorite at 5-2. Taking a look at the number 6, that is a Cascade Cruiser, who was my favorite against today. I normally don't put a horse that I've got picked second as my favorite against, but I don't care who they would have made the favorite in this race. That would have been my favorite against because I just don't think you can go with a favorite in here. This is another horse that ran against much better, Maycox Bay, rumored to be entered in one of our stakes next Saturday. That's a very classy and talented horse for Mike Stidham. Cascade Cruiser got bumped at the start, was 5 wide during the course of that race, and now finds the easiest group of competition that he has faced in his now 8-race career. Number 6, Cascade Cruiser. Number 3, Runnin' Munnin is an interesting horse. This horse was a sprinter early in his career. He stretched out. He ran some decent races. He moved over to the turf. Then he moved back over to the main track off the turf. He won 2 races in a row, then was 4th in the Super Derby at Louisiana Downs on the main track. But then the connections moved him right back to the turf. And he finished a distant 11th and an optional claiming 2 other than last out here at Fairgrounds. That was a good field that included Higgins Boat, who was stakes placed in his next start. Now Runnin' Munnin gets back to the main track, and based on his past performances, that looks like what he wants to do, but the connections keep trying to get him on the turf. So it's interesting to see that aspect of the handicapping process with Runnin' Munnin. He's up there as a current 2-1 favorite. Again, talking about the 3 guys. Number 3, Runnin' Munnin, up there at odds of 2-1. You would think that this horse would be forward with Jose Guerrero for defending training champion Shane Wilson. Let's move over next to the number 1. That is Dustin the Diamond. For all of you Saved by the Bell fans, Dustin Diamond played Screech. And at least this horse is the model of consistency. Hit the board in 10 of 16 starts, has a couple of wins, is stepping up in class here, but what you see is what you get with this horse. And, you know, in a field full of others that have big question marks over their heads, maybe Dustin the Diamond can ring the winner's circle bell at a price here and launch your early pick 5 if you decide to use him. I did use for pick 5 purposes, and we'll see how it plays out with him. But again, you know what you're going to get from him, and you can't necessarily say that from the vast majority of the horses I have picked ahead of him. Number 2 is Impeccability. Well beaten 7th last stop, but that was over a muddy racetrack. And the winner that day, Cat on Time, ran a huge race. Actually came back to run second behind Hall of Fame in his subsequent starts. So no disgrace in losing to Cat on Time. Impeccability may have needed that particular start. Ran some good races at Prairie Meadows in Iowa this past summer. And that's a difficult racetrack to make up ground over. And this horse closed well in a lot of those races to post a second, followed by a win back in June in Iowa. Impeccability, there you see him hiding in the stall there, up there at odds of 15-1 for Stephen Duke and Jose Riquelme. Number 5 is Josen, and is not the chosen one for me here at 23-1. Longest shot on the board. Hasn't been close in recent starts. Best recent ever came in the slop at Evangeline, also in Louisiana. The horse finished second in a field of 5. Needs to improve in order to compete at the $30,000 level. Would probably be a lot better suited to a cheaper claiming race. Number 5, Josen, up there at 23-1. And I haven't even talked about the number 7, Just Jimmy, yet. This one's putting the blinkers on for Grant Forster and is somewhat live on the tote board at 7-2. 0 for 8 last year, but 5 for 25 lifetime. With 11 seconds on the resume, ran some very good races at Hastings Park. Ran at Churchill Downs a couple of times. Those were open $40,000 and $25,000 claimers. Tougher competition than what he's facing today. Grant, an excellent horseman who sees fit to add the blinkers here today. And this is a horse that has shown speed in some of his previous starts. So maybe the blinkers bring out the best of him. Maybe we're going to see that speed again today. Outside draw for Edgar Morales, who did have a riding double on yesterday's card. And maybe I just missed this one. I think this horse is prominent in Kevin Kilroy selections. Number 7, Just Jimmy, up there at odds of 7-2. For many years, Gary Palmisano Sr. was the paddock judge here at Fairgrounds and used to say, GPS calls for riders up. Now we've got a new paddock judge, and he's equally as great down there, does a wonderful job as well. And Teddy calls for riders up here. Teddy Armstrong for the opening race. Early pick 5 with low 15% takeout. Les Colinello with the call to post for this race and all afternoon long. Good luck.
From Colinello's corner here at the fairgrounds, bugler Les Colinello bringing the horses onto the track for the first of the day. Race 1 at a mile and a 16th. Stepping onto the track, a field of 7. There are no program changes. Race 1 features exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Double pick 3 as you see. Starts the 50-cent early pick 5. Horses parading on the track. All main track card. There they are. Off the Stolwell Turf Course, main track labeled good with 4 minutes to post time. And with a fun, festive crowd on hand here today for a family day in New Orleans, if you can, do try to make your selections and wagers early. Thank you. 4 minutes to post. Three minutes to first post. No changes at the top of the card. 3 minutes. 2 minutes to post time. 2 minutes. We've now drawn to within 1 minute to post time for the first of the day. Starts the 50-cent early pick 5 on an all main track card. Main track good. 1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. They're going in. Colby Hernandez with Dustin the Diamond. Jaime Torres, Tiger Moon, has joined Dustin the Diamond, loading up. Sergio Munoz with Josan. Jose Riquelme, Impeccability. Now Mitchell Morrow with Cascade Cruiser coming up. Jose Guerrero, Runnin' Munnin. Over the mile and a 16th, and one more. Agamrellas with Just Jimmy. All races today on the main track. Main track good to start the card on Family Day in New Orleans. They're in the gate. Running at the fairgrounds. Josan broke sharp. Just Jimmy with an early bid, and toward the inside is Runnin' Munnin in the green cap and sleeves, but for Edgar Morales, Just Jimmy in a nifty early move has taken the lead as they enter the first turn from Runnin' Munnin with Dustin the Diamond, a ground saving third, just inside 7 furlongs to run. Tiger Moon's in a purple cap in between horses. Josan is posted wide as they go to the back of the track. Cascade Cruiser is held up while running second to last in between horses and beaten for any early speed. Impeccability trails here in the Saturday opener. The first quarter covered in 24.92 seconds on this good track, making the run toward the half-mile pole. It's Just Jimmy. So Just Jimmy dictates the field in front of a close-up Runnin' Munnin in between horses. Tiger Moon is 3 deep on covered as they head toward the far turn. Dustin the Diamond looks to draw in now from 4th. A length then to Cascade Cruiser in 5th. It's 5 more to Josan, and still many lengths astern. Impeccability remains last. The front runner still Just Jimmy. Clocked a half mile in 49.31 seconds with Edgar Morales, Just Jimmy is 3 furlongs from home. And Runnin' Munnin has been right there with Just Jimmy. And on the outside, Tiger Moon coming 3 wide as Runnin' Munnin took the lead. Just Jimmy is toward the inside with a white cap. Cascade Cruiser, Dustin the Diamond, Josan, and Impeccability never picked up. They're homeward bound past the quarter pole. 3/4 went in 1 minute 14.17 seconds. Tiger Moon in a battle with Runnin' Munnin. Just Jimmy has dropped back. Cascade Cruiser staying on into third. It's Runnin' Munnin with the rail. Tiger Moon now just has gained the advantage as they come past the 16th. And with Jaime Torres, Tiger Moon pulled clear near home. Tiger Moon on top by 3. Cascade Cruiser gained second. Runnin' Munnin third. Just Jimmy finished fourth. $146.67. After the first of 9 on the day, good track, 146.67. 4.637, the unofficial run order to race 1. Number 4, Tiger Moon, 2-1 first. 6, Cascade Cruiser at 4-1 was second. Number 3, Runnin' Munnin, 8-5. The first favorite was third home. And at 5-1, 7, Just Jimmy fourth. Hold on until official, Jaime Torres for Lindsey Schultz with another win here at the fairgrounds this race week. For 10 Strike Racing, it's Tiger Moon at 2-1 to start the card. The result of the first race is official. Returning to the winner's circle, number 4, Tiger Moon with Jaime Torres. Tiger Moon is a 6-year-old dark bay or brown gelding bred in Kentucky by Upstart. And a sweet sermon by Tappet. Lindsey Schultz trains for 10 Strike Racing. Fairgrounds congratulates the winning connections of Tiger Moon. First results in. 4-6 exacta returned $26.80. Stellar Trifecta, 4-6-3, $34.40. With Just Jimmy fourth. The dollar superfecta, 4.637, returned an even $81. In the first of the day, the favorite, third. All 7 ran. Good track, 146.67. 23 minutes away from race 2. 1 of 3 today taken off the Stall Wilson Turf Course. And all main track card. Main track remains labeled good. The second race, 5 furlongs on the main track. Scratch 1, Rambert, and 4, Chromatak. Scratch the 1 and number 4. Race 2 with exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3, and starts at the 50-cent early pick 4. Post time for the second race will be at 1:14. In all cases, if you can, do try to make your selections and family day wagers early. Thank you. Coming up in a moment, our first race rewind of the day. Hope you had a bet on Tiger Moon. Running at the fairgrounds, Josan broke sharp. Just Jimmy with an early bid, and toward the inside is Runnin' Munnin in the green cap and sleeves, but for Edgar Morales, Just Jimmy And a nifty early move has taken the lead as they enter the first turn from Runnin' Munnin with Dustin the Diamond, a ground saving third, just inside 7 furlongs to run. Tiger Moon's in a purple cap in between horses. Joe San is posted wide as they go to the back of the track. Cascade Cruiser is held up while running second to last in between horses and beaten for any early speed. Impeccability trails here in the Saturday opener. The first quarter covered in 24.92 seconds on this good track, making the run toward the half-mile pole. It's Just Jimmy. So Just Jimmy dictates the field in front of a close-up Runnin' Munnin in between horses. Tiger Moon is 3 deep uncovered as they head toward the far turn. Dustin the Diamond looks to draw in now from 4th. A length then to Cascade Cruiser in 5th. It's 5 more to Joe San, and still many lengths astern. Impeccability remains last. The front runner still Just Jimmy. Clocked a half mile in 49.31 seconds with Edgar Morales. Just Jimmy is 3 furlongs from home. And Runnin' Munnin has been right there with Just Jimmy. And on the outside, Tiger Moon coming 3 wide as Runnin' Munnin took the lead. Just Jimmy is toward the inside with a white cap. Cascade Cruiser, Dustin the Diamond, Joe San, and Impeccability never picked up. They're homeward bound past the quarter pole. 3 quarters went in 1 minute 14.17 seconds. Tiger Moon in a battle with Runnin' Munnin. Just Jimmy has dropped back. Cascade Cruiser staying on into 3rd. It's Runnin' Munnin with the rail. Tiger Moon now just has gained the advantage as they come past the 16th. And with Jaime Torres, Tiger Moon pulled clear near home. Tiger Moon on top by 3. Cascade Cruiser gained 2nd. Runnin' Munnin 3rd. Just Jimmy finished 4th.
Crowd starting to gather here for Exotic Animal Day at Fairgrounds. The opening race goes to Tiger Moon. Good battle down to the wire, wearing down Runnin' Munnin to get the job done. And then rallying for second there was Cascade Caruser, but it was Tiger Moon gaining career victory number 6 for Lindsey Schultz, Jaime Torres, and 10 Strike Racing, kicking off the early pick 5 at odds of 2-1. Lots of great stuff happening here at Fairgrounds. Today, the first exotic animal race will be after our third race today. It will be the camels. King Arthur of Camelot, Humpty Dumpty over the hump, been there, done that. Field of 4 for the camel race. After race number 3, we welcome WDSU's Devin Lucy, who will be our master of ceremonies for the exotic animal races. And there's a lot going on here. There's great food on the apron. There's Italian sausages down there. Right next to my set, which is on the second floor, right above the Star Guitar Bar, towards the far turn, is the Messina stand. They do an absolutely amazing job with the food services here at Fairgrounds. I haven't seen that stand open, I don't think, since I've been here at Fairgrounds, and this is my 8th season. They have the stand open. They have amazing muffalettas. They have amazing meatball subs, so you want to check that out as well. It is lunchtime after all. And if you're here with the kids, lots of great activities. We've got the face painting going on and the pony rides. Let's take a look at the ponies getting prepared to accept their mounts. Again, that is in the tent area here at Fairgrounds. It's going to be going on from 1 to 4. So make sure if you're here with the kids, take advantage of that, get some great pictures, make some great memories on Exotic Animal Day here at the Fairgrounds. Back to the thoroughbred racing action and trying to make a little bit of money at the windows. And Horse Racing Nation does their best to try to help us with some great statistical information as we take a look at the track trends for the last 11 dirt sprints. Inside post positions 1 through 3 have won 55% of those races, and early speed, horses that are on the leader just off the early pace, have also won more than half of those races. So take that into consideration when handicapping the sprints here today. The second race, originally scheduled for the Saul Wilson Turf Course, now at 5 furlongs on the main track, $20,000 beaten claimers, fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. Take a look at the number 3. Going to be my top pick in the second race. Reluctantly crouched by the starting line. Angels pumping and thumping in time. She's going the distance. She's going for speed. Chris Hartman, Declan Cannon, teaming up with a horse that has not raced in basically a year. Last time this horse was seen competing at a racetrack was January 12th of 2024 over a muddy racetrack at Oaklawn. Off the $40,000 claim, showed speed and faded. Now going the distance is going to be easy for you to spot if you're new to horse racing, playing the races. And again, if you're new to horse racing, come on down to the paddock. Take a look at these horses in the flesh. What we see on paper, what we handicap off of, that's the past performances. That's the information. Those are the races that the horses have run in previously. But horses can tell you a lot by their body language. This is a little bit chilly for New Orleans, but horses absolutely love this weather. If you asked a horse and you said, "Hey, Mr. Horse, what's the perfect temperature for you?" they would probably say upper 40s. They love it. So it's invigorating for them. You're going to see a lot of horses feeling good. You want to see horses that have energy, but controlled energy. You don't want these horses wasting too much of that energy in the paddock or in the post parade or during the warm-ups. That could take away from their edge on the racetrack. Going the distance is up there at odds of 3-1. The second choice behind the logical favorite, who we'll talk about in a moment. Want to take a look first at the Will Pace here, courtesy of the trusty Twin Spires app. And again, if you're here at Fairgrounds, utilize the tellers, friendly, helpful, You've got the wagering machines that are pretty easy to use. If you need help, ask somebody. It's a pretty straightforward process. Racetrack, race, amount, type of bet, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're not at fairgrounds and you leave and you want to play horse races moving forward, download the TwinSpires app on your phone, your tablet. Go to twinspires.com. They make it very easy to wager on the races when you're not at the racetrack. Now, taking a look at those will pays, again, the daily double will pays from the opening race going into the second race. And Sweet Temperament is the favorite. Going the distance is not live in the doubles. 2170. A Runner to Fleet is actually the second choice in the double. So that might give us a little bit of a clue as to who's live. Sweet Temperament, obviously live on paper outside of the will pays. She's a logical favorite here. She won basically gate to wire sprinting on the turf last out. She's been a turf horse most of her recent career, but she also has a good overall record on the dirt. 11 starts, 3 wins, 5 seconds, and a third on a fast dirt track, and a couple of wins from 4 tries on a wet dirt track as well. Now, she did win last out. She was the heavy favorite, similar type